So now let's continue this Batman v Superman weekly thing I'm doing. So let's continue it. Last week I reviewed the first Batman film ever to come to theaters, and then I got the Superman movie. So now let's continue on. Every week again I'm going to review each Batman live action and Superman live action until leading up to Batman v Superman, which I am super excited for. So let's talk about the sequel that was right when Empire Strikes Back came out. So that was the sequel year. Superman 2. Christopher Reeves is back. Yes, he's back as Superman, and so we're continuing our thing like I said in the introduction. So this one, I think everyone can agree, this one is better than the first one, but there's some issues I have to admit. Like last week, I did kind of tease about my own opinion, and I have to say, this is actually a good movie. Like, I enjoy this movie very much. Like, I watched it tonight and I thought, you know, I wasn't really like, I haven't watched it in a long time, so when I was about to watch it, whatever, I was like, I don't think it's as good as I remember. And then I watched it and, you know, I really had fun with it. Like, honestly, my only gripes, I'm just going to get out of the way, is it's dated. It's outdated. And it's not personally my fault, but that's what's going to happen with old films like Wizard of Oz. It's going to happen with that kind of movies. So that's the biggest issue. And everything else, this is a really good movie. This is a really good sequel. So the main story is these three villains, and one of them is Khan. He got teased in the first movie. He got frozen, him and his two little servant people, like a guy and a girl. They get pretty much stuck and frozen, whatever. And so at the very beginning of this movie, Superman is stopping a missile, whatever, and the missile goes up and blows up this little thing, and this allows them to escape, come to Earth, and he wants to rule all. He wants the whole world to literally see him as the ruler and him as the Lord, everything. And Superman, only problem is, he is not Superman. He gave up his powers. He gave up everything to be with his girlfriend, Lois Lane. Yeah, that's her name. I almost forgot her name. So that was a good idea. It's a clever idea. It reminds me of another movie that came out in 2004. Can you guys tell me what it is? Comment down below if you can tell me what it is. And so, you know, I really was, you know, the story's good. This is the movie that really brought more tension in the first one. Like, if you look at this one, there's a lot more tension. Like, a lot of people are like, you look at this and you look at that one, it's really different. First things first, there's two different films in this movie. Like, there's two different films. It's directed by two different directors, whatever. The original director came back, he wanted to do this, then it didn't work out. Then he got a new director and he did a lot of different stuff, made it darker and everything, like the bar scene, like the scene at the bar, whatever. That's a cool scene. It's a good fight scene. That's really cool and all. And like, it's just a lot of cool stuff in the movie that the other version has. But now the original director, when he directed it, it was fine and all. I actually have seen the original one and the new one. I think a lot of people have, so you can actually watch them. So I actually preferred the newer kind, the one with the other director. I forget his name, but you know, I have to admit, this was a way better sequel. All the characters, though, like Superman losing his powers, him giving up everything and not wanting to fight or use Superman anymore. That's a great idea. That is a great idea for a sequel. It brings more tension. It brings more everything to the plate. It's exciting, and I really, really, really like that. It's a really good idea. And I love how, like, the Khan, he is a ruler. He's a really good villain. I rather prefer Khan than Lex Luthor, honestly. I prefer him. Gene Hackman was good and all. Gene Hackman's good in this, but Khan is way better. And the ending's really good. When Superman gets his powers back and he fights him, whatever, that's awesome. There's a lot of good action in this movie. Overall, it's just overall a great sequel. It's got more tension, got more heart, got more characters. Christopher Reeves as Superman once again. He is Superman. Henry Cavill kills it as Man of Steel. We'll get that in a couple weeks. But Christopher Reeves is Superman. He is the man that can fly. And Superman 2, in my opinion, is a little better than Superman 1 because this one has more depth and more intensity to the characters and the story. And I like that more in sequels. And this was a good sequel. And I'm going to get the movie an A. My only gripes is it's outdated. It really is. I shouldn't really minus it because of that, but it's just, there's some scenes in this movie you're like, you can see he's on a green screen. You can tell he's not really flying through the city, whatever. But yeah, overall it's still a really good movie with good characters, and Superman is just a fun Superman movie. I love it and it's enjoyable. But next week is Superman 3. Yeah, Superman 3. That'll be fun, but I have to find it first because I don't have it, so I have to find it first. Yay! But anyway, guys, we guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.